So what does that tell you for that piece?
It's on the fold.
It's on the fold too, so I'm gonna double it. Does this sound like a plan? So it's the same, okay? So that is your extension. It is up to you. If you want to make it look like this, how many pieces do I need? Because it's not going to be on the fold. Two. Does that make sense? It's going to be inside. It's up to you. I have had designers. This one's straight across that looks squared, just so you know. But I've had designers where they make me have it peeked out, okay? Or I've also had designers that they also wanted, I was gonna put wanted and rounded together. Wanted rounded as well, okay? But it's really honestly up to you guys as designers. If you guys wanna go ahead and just do it flat, it's fine, it's gonna be inside. So, any questions about this? Okay, are you guys ready to do the facing? We already have the measurements we need. What is the measurement? Thank you. 7 inches and the 1.5. So whatever you decide here has to translate here, except for this one, okay? This one is cosmetic. I would still just make it half of what it is. So once I have that, I have to understand which direction my pant is gonna be, which side is it gonna be, have the J. What does that mean? If I draw my pant, you see the J where it's at? You have to understand which direction it's gonna be, because when we fold it over to the back, you're gonna see self. Have you guys noticed that? Look at the pant. The inside is fused, but the outside is self, right? You see the J? So if I'm looking at this to cut it, which direction is the J? Think about it. Look at it. Yeah, it's on this side. Do you guys see what I'm talking about? So this is where it becomes a little tricky. Like, I actually use my hands a lot for this mindset. So I'm like, okay, this is my self, this is my under my fabric. I want the self to touch my skin. So when I bring it back out, it's gonna look the opposite. Does that make sense? So what side is it gonna be? This side or this side?
That side.
This side? All right. So then I'm just gonna curve it. What do I use to curve? Use your hip curve. Use your French curve. I usually use the butt of the hip curve just to kind of round that corner. That's it. I've actually had designers have me do this. Because they want like a design. Instead of being like mediocre round, they wanted a double stitch that went like this and did 4 corners. So it's really up to you again, like as a designer. You just have to understand which direction it has to fold and which direction it's gonna go, okay? So, I'm gonna go back to the fold. The roundness, okay? Once you have that, you get rid of this, and that's it. What's my seam allowance all the way around the whole thing? 1/2 inch, yes. Why? Can anybody tell me? Excuse me. Why would it be 1/2 inch, you guys? What's your waist seam allowance? Yes. So, the one place that it's getting sewn is at the waist seam and the center front rise, right? So, those already tell you that they're 1/2 inch seam allowance. So why am I going to change something that needs to get attached to somewhere else and make a big deal out of it, right? Try to follow things that are already giving you answers. Does that make sense? So your drop of your notch already gives you an answer. The fact that you decided to extend your waistband a certain number gives you an answer, and so there you have your solution. Does that make sense? So your patterns are giving you what you need. Have you guys noticed that? Now, would I draw this on my map? Yeah, sometimes I do, just to say, oh, this is what it's gonna look like. Does that make sense? Any questions before I change the game right now? Because I'm gonna change something up. Okay, so the question is, one, where are my notches? It's obviously gonna be the places where I'm gonna fold my seam allowance from the top down, and if I want to, from the bottom across, that's it. The top, it's gonna tell me already, I have to line it up at the waist, so it's already telling me 1/2 inch. Here, it's gonna be there, I don't need it here, and then here, and that's it. Does that make sense? Are we clear? Cool. Now, what if I dropped my pants? What if I drop my pants? What's the measurement I have to seek out?
Measurement?
Yeah. So if you guys dropped your pants about 1 inch, 2 inches, then you drop for your waistband, your placement of your J-stitch is completely different. Unless you dropped your crotch, you wanna follow that notch, okay? So we're gonna call this measurement X, okay? So you need to find, that's horrible. You need to find measurement X, okay? And this again is gonna give you this process, okay? You're now gonna have a mini J. Instead of being up here, you're gonna have it down here. Does that make sense? Now, let's say, bless you. Let's say I drop the crotch. And they're like all the way down here. And then, does it look good? Now, would I drop it as well? Yeah. So, dropping the crotch meaning that I do my grid, and then I drop it, blend it. Does that make sense? So that means I have the opportunity to drop my notch as well. So now, this would be my flag section. How much? What is aesthetically pleasing to the eye? That's your call. Does that make sense? Any questions about this? No? You good with that? Okay. So, if there's no questions, this is it. This is the last piece of the puzzle.